Hi. I'm so glad to be here again. Hope everybody is okay. Thanks for joining. For those, I'm going to be waiting a little bit because it's been so long, right, that I didn't see you. I've been out of touch with you guys, and I want to let you know that I've been taking care of my mom for the past month and more, and that is why you haven't seen me for the past month and a half actually, but and I've been living out of my home. I've been living in my cousin's Airbnb, which I invite you guys to know that here in Condado it is the best Airbnb hotel you can find. So please join us. It is a pleasure to have people come in and visit us here in Georgina, in Condado, okay? I've been living here for the past 2 months, and I'm gonna be staying for another few weeks, okay? But that's why you haven't seen me. But I'm glad that you're here, and I hope that for those of you that live in the island, Fiona didn't treat you that bad, okay? That everything is okay with your family and everybody is well, okay? So I've been desiring to join you guys and talk about the 5D, the fifth dimension. And you're walking, I don't know if you know, but everybody asks me this. We are walking into the fifth dimension. And what is exactly the fifth dimension? Because people ask me, right? What is, and this is also what we are seeing or hearing about when we talk about the new world, okay? We are walking into the new world, and we're very curious about how that new world is gonna look like, right? And people think that 5D is a physical place, okay? It's a physical place, and 5D, the fifth dimension, is not ruled by the normal space and time, right? Constructs that we use here in the 3 or 4D, which we are right now in. More so, right? The fifth dimension has to do with a leveling up, a higher state of consciousness. Okay, so it's something that is within us. It is not something that is outside of us or pertains to a physical place. Okay, it is a leveling up, and we all are experiencing this right now. We are undergoing this leveling up, okay, of consciousness. And that is exactly what the fifth dimension is. And because we are beings that create, that manifest every single day, whether we accept it or not, it is the truth. Everything we live, we have created, okay? So when we level up to this fifth dimension, and we are in a more spiritual level, right? More open to our spiritual path, it means that then we are gonna manifest a higher level things for us, okay? This is why it is so important for mankind balance, okay? So we're being moved to act in this fifth dimension, to act and live more from our heart space, from our feelings and emotions, okay? To live more by what truly our hearts value and desire. Now, this is why now more than ever, as I was saying before, it is very important to ground ourselves and balance ourselves, right? We're being nudged to be more organic, more authentic beings. This is why we see so much turmoil and things happening right around us and in the world and in our lives also. Because this matter that everything is made out of acts in that repeated pattern way, okay? So, many of us may be experiencing doubts about, and if they are where they need to be, right? Doubts about where we are or where we might need to be in all aspects of life, okay? We may find ourselves revisiting for the past weeks especially, may find ourselves revisiting and analyzing like relationships, jobs, perhaps moving into healthier eating, right, and exercising routines, revisiting ways of doing things in general, and recognizing that we need to make changes, that we need to change. Remember that change is the only constant, okay? The only constant, because energy that we all are and everything is, right? And the universal laws that rule it establish that atoms are in constant movement and change. And although at times it may feel uncomfortable, please know that everything going on is needed for our advancement. Know that everything is for our progression in life, okay? This divine material, that is what we call God. That is what is God. This divine material that encompasses everything does not tolerate stagnancy. It is not one of its characteristics, okay? So, it will not allow you to stay stagnant in any aspect of your life. It requires from us and from everything to evolve, okay? And change, make changes, right? So, and it doesn't care actually if we want to or not. It will push us always, because it's universal law rules it, and it will act immutably in that same manner always. So we are encompassed and we are made out of it. So it will make us change in many ways, right? We grow old, as I did. One more year. My birthday was 2 or 3 days ago, so everything needs to change, and it will keep on changing whether we like it or not. And that's how we need to see life and this matter that everything is made out of. We have to understand its language. And why do I say it is so important for us to balance and ground ourselves, right? Number one, I will say, because energy, atoms, right, are the building block of the universe, we need to treat ourselves and life, like the energy that we are. There are 7 octillion atoms in an adult human body, okay? Energy is the primary organic fabric or material that composes everything there is. The totality of this divine material is what God is. It is the divine material or ingredient, right, within the human body, and by way of the neurons, okay? I specifically explain, right, in biology that our neurons are those cells that are so important, that provide us with consciousness, and not, please understand this, not our brain or mind in itself as we've tried to make it be, okay? And for centuries, we have been treating ourselves, we have been treating energy in that way. But the brain, the mind does not provide consciousness. It is the divine material, the atoms, that are charged with this consciousness aspect, okay? And specifically, this consciousness comes by way of our sensations, okay? Sensations, feelings, and emotions, and not by thought. Thought, in turn, is produced after a feeling. This is why when we listen carefully to the NDEers, which I talk about all the time, right? The NDEers, we consistently will see that their experience when leaving their body is filled with sensations, feelings, and emotions, which is their conscious part, okay? Or soul. And the part of us that prevails, and will always prevail, because energy cannot be destroyed, okay? So we have to think of the body as a complex system that has the knowing of what and how it needs to do in order to sustain itself. But, ding ding, we have not done it in that way. We have not trusted that intel, right, within us. We try to control. Mankind has always tried to control and dictate the natural processes and intelligence that it truly has within itself. So, this complex system that we are is an intricate part, or layer, we can say layer or level of another bigger system. Because that's why everything is part of everything. We cannot see life in the human body as separate. We have to see it as this mass, because energy is fluid. It's like air. I always say this, right? We cannot cut it. We cannot divide it. Although we surely see ourselves separated in this plane, right? In this dimension, we see everything separated. But truly, we are all part of everybody. You are part of me, and I am part of you. And although we have differences inside that unity, right? We are part. And also we are part of the divine, because it is that wholeness, that oneness, that glue, as I say, that unites everything there is. This divine material that we are made out of cannot be separated. Simply cannot. Okay, that's one of the other universal laws. Actually, it's number one, the universal law of oneness. Okay? So this complex system that we are is an intricate part or level of another bigger system, because energy behaves in levels, okay? Behaves in layers. That's why when we throw a stone to the water, it makes this ripple effect, right? That keeps on growing and growing and growing. And in that same way, energy will always behave. So we are all part of everything, okay? And everything is part of us also. And Mother Earth, for example, on the other hand, has an atom average of, imagine this, I can't even say this number, but Mother Earth has, you write a number 133 and 48 zeros behind that. And imagine, that's the world, Mother Earth, and the universe, the observable universe, because we know that the universe is infinite, right? Has an average of, right, at number 10, and then 82 zeros behind that. It's insane, right? Because this divine material that we are is ruled by universal law. When we observe its behavior, we are going to see that it will always behave in repeated patterns, layers, or levels. Okay? So when we, it's like I always compare this to the Russian dolls, that you know that you keep opening one and another one pops up and another one and another one, and you keep all those layers, right? All those levels till you get to a really tiny one. Only that this one doesn't have an end to it. It is so vast that it doesn't have an end to it. And we are a little speckle in a whole system that it's so incredible, that for our minds to comprehend, it is very difficult. It is very difficult. And in the human body, this material connects or behaves by ways of our cells that we know as neurons, okay? Neurons. One of this material's main characteristics, energy, right, is precisely balance. Balance. The situation is that mankind, as I said before, has been imbalanced because of always relying on the mind instead of using a heart or soul approach. When we didn't trust in that we have and we carry within our energetic being the knowing, the intelligence, to know exactly, right, what we need to decide for our individual lives, and what are the best decisions for us. We need to connect with our emotions, with our feelings. We have to go within. But we have always gone out, right? We have always done it in an outward manner. And we have copied and pasted what everyone in the outside, how everyone does it, that's how we've done it. And that is not the way. That is not the way, because we need to trust precisely the intelligence that we have within our energetic being, within our souls, within our spirit, right? So we're always looking for the exterior and material, when truly all our answers to our individual lives and to the world and to everything. It's more within us. And this is why we are being pushed more and more each day, and you're gonna see we're being pushed to that fifth dimension, to be more in contact with our inside, with our feelings, our emotions, and act accordingly to what is more authentic and valuable to us. And that is what the truth of the fifth dimension is. It is not a praise rule that we're going to see the world, right? Yes, because we're going to manifest different things, higher level things, we're going to see the manifestation in the world outside. But for that to happen, a lot of crisis needs to be seen also, so that we can clean that energy and walk into the new and purified energy, okay? So I'm gonna leave it today because it's very long. It's very long, and I want to talk to you, keep on explaining this fifth dimension in the next intervention next week. But please, as I always say, please, if you have any questions, please write me through Messenger or to evolive360 and 360 at gmail.com, and I'll surely be glad to answer any questions for you guys. And please, thank you for being patient with me for all this time while I take care of my mom here in Georgina, in Condado, my new home, my new home. So glad to see you, and hope you have a wonderful evening today. And as always, sending you love and light. Lots of thanks for those that joined, and please see me next week here in the Mingles of Evo Life again. Bye bye. Bye bye. Love you. Bye bye.